Howdy folks, welcome back to Medicine Creek Farms. It's day 2 early summer, and I've been out spreading some fertilizer with the little Ford because I've got the narrow tires for it. I don't have any narrow setup for the big case, so I've only been able to fill this about half full, even with the 800 kilograms on the front here. The front weight's on. I can do about half full and not have really any problems. So I've got this this close house field here done. I've got field 25 done, and we've got 800 gallons left. There we go. Oops, about 300 gallons. About all we can do. I'm going to head back to the big field here in the back and get that fertilized, and then we'll be pretty well set, I think, until harvest time. Just have to keep an eye on the crops. They're doing well. We're up to second stage of growth, so the case would flatten the corn and the beans. And there's not a whole lot else to go over. The cows are doing well. I think they're up to about 88% health, slowly gaining health. It's been a beautiful spring and summer. Still no precipitation to speak of, which is, I guess it's just dry. We've got some rain in the forecast later today, actually earlier today as well, but haven't seen it yet. So we'll see. I don't know. It's been a long time since we had any precipitation whatsoever in the game. Just the luck of the draw, I suppose. Lined up here. I need to raise this up. There we go. Lock that down back to 10. Hit all the wrong keys. Fat fingering today. Gonna line up. I'm just gonna go down this row. We're gonna miss a little bit here and there, but I get the wheels sort of in a row. There we go. Kind of there. I believe this will get us to second stage. And I'm not sure if we can get to third stage. Maybe after another growth stage I can hit it again. I kind of forget how that works. I don't pay enough attention. I should pay more attention. So I was going to use slurry. That was kind of the idea behind not using straw. I do have a lot of slurry. It's like over 200,000 liters, I think. But the problem is I was looking at slurry spreaders. And my, oh my, are they proud of those things. They are expensive. For any kind of like decent setup, we're talking like 60, 65 grand. And if I was to lease it, we're looking at like 4 or 5 grand, and we're just not gonna make that on the crops, so it's not worth it. So I decided to just use the sprayer. Kind of sad. I hadn't thought about the overhead cost when I thought about switching to slurry. I could have got a little tiny slurry spreader, but man, by the time you mess around driving back and forth, I just don't think it was going to be worth it. So here we are with the liquid fertilizer. Whoa. We're not going to get every square inch, but that's all right. See if we can just miss these trees. There we go. Might have a few leaves on the boom arm, but otherwise we're good. It does say cloudy on the weather thingy there, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like it's going to rain. Maybe it will. It'll be a surprise if it does. No snow, no rain. We haven't had any kind of precipitation, and I can't remember the last time we had precipitation. It's been a while. Just noticed we weren't quite lined up there, even though the spray is spraying. We're going to get the vast majority of the field, and that's all that matters. Oh, I know what I was going to update you on. Since we're not doing any more hay, and I think I've got a buyer lined up for most of the hay equipment. So we'll see how that goes. The cattle operation looks like it's probably going to be a sale. We're still kind of negotiating back and forth. But that'll be after we get the cattle sold later on, and I think late summer is kind of when the price peaks. Oh, don't hit that tree. Don't hit that tree. We might have hit the tree a little bit. I know we can't carry a full tank here, but the little Ford's doing all right. It's been a good little tractor. Did good duty up in the mountains of Montana there, feeding cows. And mostly been feeding cows here in Missouri, too. I like this this big hardy sprayer, man. It makes short work. All these fields. There we go. Nice. Oh, hang on. Phone's going off. I'll be right back. All right. Well, speaking of hay equipment, that was the gentleman that's interested in the hay equipment, and he said he's actually going to be over this way this afternoon. So, we're going to get all that equipment out and make sure it's all washed up and nice and everything greased for him, so we can go do that now. Got the spraying done. We can just put this back in the tank. Got 129 gallons left. Seems a shame for all this grass just to sit there, but hay prices, it's just not worth the trouble since we don't need any more for the cows. It just sits there. That's back in the tank. We still got a lot of fertilizer. I kind of overdid it, I think, on buying the fertilizer. Still got 3,100. I assume the sign is in liters. I don't think it supports the unit convert. Yeah, that's got to be liters. We got plenty of that. Maybe we can get a spray on after the next growth stage. Well, I'll look into that and see if that's going to work. Drop that right there. And I think before I do much else, I'm going to run up here and get the weights off the tractor. Get the regular wheels back on. And then we'll get that equipment sorted. Let's get up here on a little more level ground. Not very level anywhere here. You get turned around kind of like this. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to let the tractor cool off for just a bit. Shut her down and I'll get all this stuff changed and I'll be right back with you. Alright, no time like the present. That took a little while, but got everything all back on there. And I'm going to skip lunch here. We need to get this equipment out. I'm not 100% sure when he'll be here, but I want to be ready when he pulls up. So I'm going to get everything pulled out here and washed. And then once all the dirt's knocked off, we can check all the grease fittings. Ooh, I can run it right into the side of the barn too. Let's see. Oh, you have to unfold it first, right? Let's farm some. I can steer it around the barn. There we go. I'll put her back straight. I think the hose will reach back in here. Let's get that like that. I believe I washed most of this stuff before I put it up, but we're going to hit it again to make sure it's all clean. Does that look like it has a bale in it? Because it does. It says it's empty. Okay. What in the world? Farm sim? Well, that just happened. Live on YouTube. Okay. Empty baler and it had 4 bales in it. Okay. Those normal bales? That's 2,000 liter alfalfa hay. Okay. Well, I left the board forks over at the cow barn. I might have to grab the case. Now I'll tell you what, that's a glitch. I'll be right back. We'll pretend like that never happened. Alright, that didn't happen, alright? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get this equipment lined up. We learn how to drive all over again. This loading wagon, it didn't really get a whole lot of use. It's in real good shape. .4 hours on the clock. Ford's got 2381. Oh, that's not real hours. That's just a made-up number I put on there. A lot of times when I buy something used in the game, then I'll throw a bunch of hours on there. It makes it basically worthless to resell. You don't get any resale value off of it. Most of that stuff I do manually anyway. Little view behind the curtain. I do a lot of editing and tweaking and stuff of the XMLs behind the scenes just to make things make sense for the story. A little close there. I think we can jack that around. Oh, no. Getting a little squirrely there. Alright, let's try that. See if we can get the old hose to reach everything. Like I said, most of this stuff was already clean, so I don't think it'll take a whole lot. No more, okay, no more bales hiding in there. That was so weird. %0 full, pops 4 bales out. We reach. Oh, can I fit? There we go. Oh, this thing's even dirty. Oh, this stuff was very dirty. I wonder if I can reach the tractor. Tractor could use a little wash. There we go. Clean off those fan blades. I promise, little Ford, one of these days I'm gonna pay through the nose and get you repainted. Alright, everything's cleaned up. Let's get it kind of over here in the field, where this guy can take a look. And hopefully we'll be able to sell it and somebody can get some good use out of this. Oop, I ran over just a tiny bit of corn there for some reason. Poor little shed looks so empty. Oh, farming simulator. In 19, like, it raises up your vehicle to hook to the trailer instead of bringing the trailer to you like it did in 17. You can get some pretty hilarious results. I don't know why they did that. Sure, there's a reason. I would be all for, like, having to back up and actually getting the hitch lined up. Assuming it's using the hitch pin, you know, you have to get it lined up and then jiggle it around and pound the hitch pin in place and skin your knuckles, you know, get the real farming experience. Push on it with your knee, you know, get it lined up. That's just because I like simulators. The more simulation, the better. That's why I'm really looking forward to, if they ever get cattle and crops done, which I hope they do. They showcased years ago a video, and it showed using like all the buttons to raise and lower and work the hydraulics on the back, lift arms and whatnot. I think that kind of stuff's just cool. Maybe someday we'll get there. Bring this over to this side. So I want the fidelity of like a flight simulator. Like if I fire up X-Plane 11, you know, I can flip all the switches and the breakers, and you know, the fuel system works like you would expect, and the electrical system works like you expect for the most part. And then there's add-on packages that make it even more realistic. I want that in a farming simulator. Am I crazy? Maybe. I'm gonna throw a little fuel in this Ford though, and we'll go grab some lunch and wait for that guy to show up. And hopefully we'll get that stuff sold. It's all good equipment, so I think he'll be pleased. Let that fill up. I think we can come to a deal. But that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll see. We'll probably be selling crops. Around day 4, I think, of summer should be a good price. So unless something else comes up, we'll probably be selling some crops. Thanks as always for hanging out, and I will catch you next time.